Here we go. Our objective for today, I can multiply and divide rational expressions. I can multiply and divide rational expressions. Read together. 1, 2, 3. Multiply and divide rational expressions. So we're still on the same concept, which is rational expressions. But today we're going to be multiplying and dividing. Therefore, we don't need the Fourier model. We already know what rational expressions are. We do need steps, though. Copy these down, please. Steps. We have, number 1, simplify each fraction. That means you need to factor completely the numerator and the denominator. Step 2, when we're multiplying fractions, that's why I put this big old dot right here for multiplication. When we multiply, after you factor completely the numerator and denominator, you're going to multiply the numerators. From there, you're going to multiply the denominators. From there, we go into dividing out common factors, which means getting rid of giant ones. Then at the end, you simplify. However, what if we are dividing fractions? We already factored completely the numerator and denominator. For division, you're saying, Mr. Q, for division you wrote multiply. Yes. Isn't division multiplication? Remember we covered this? Yes, you multiply the first fraction times the reciprocal of the second. Remember that? And then after that, divide out common factors, which means get rid of giant ones, and then simplify. Copy that, please. You got 40 seconds. Okay, here we go. So, we know the steps. Let me show you one example using all the process. Here we go. This one is on multiplication. Copy this down. Example number 1A. It says, multiply and simplify your answer. And it says, c minus 1 over 2 times 4 over 3c minus 3. Once again, multiply and simplify your answer. C minus 1 over 2 times 4 over C minus 3. Are we there?
Yeah.
Okay, pens down, eyes up here. You'll finish copying right now. Let me go over the process completely. Once again, these are the ones that I need your full attention because it gets a little interesting towards the end. So make sure you stay focused. Here we go. Step 1 says simplify first. That means factor the numerator and denominator for each fraction. So here we go. I'm going to look at this fraction. Can I factor the numerator? No. So I just leave it as c minus 1 over. Can I factor the 2? No. Can I simplify this anymore? No, it stays the same. Okay? Times. Can I factor the 4? Yes. This is 2 times 2. Can I factor the denominator? Yes. GCF is 3. C minus 1. Okay, are we there so far? Wasn't GCF here 3? Yes, C minus 1. Can I simplify this fraction anymore? No. Now we get into multiplication. A fraction times another fraction. Here it goes. That means this times this. Pay attention, please. I'm not going to distribute it into each term. What I am going to do, I'm going to write these as factors. C minus 1. Why did I put parentheses? Because what operation is this? So then I write 2 and times 2. So C minus 1 times 2 times 2. Could I have written the 2 without parentheses with just a dot? Yes, right? It's still factors. Over. What's here? 2 times 3 times C minus 1. So now check this out. Step 4, identify or divide out giant ones. Here we go. Do you see a giant 1 here? Yes, C minus 1 over C minus 1 is 1. How about 2 and 2? And we're left with 2, 3. Copy that, please. That was example 1A. Let's go to example 1B. Copy this down, please. Example 1B. Says multiply, simplify your answer. We got 8 x squared y cubed over 5y z squared times 10y squared z squared over 16y cubed. Yes. Let's do this one together. Here we go. So, look at the first fraction. Can we factor out the numerator? Yes. The 8 becomes 2 times 2 times 2 x y over 5 y z. Can I simplify this a little bit more? Yes. This y with this y is a giant 1. So we're left with 2 times 2 times 2 x y over 5 z times z. Give me a second. So, since we cannot simplify any further, I'm going to stop right there. You write your times. Now let's go with the next fraction. Let's see. Can we factor out the numerator? Yes. This becomes 2 times 5 y z over, this is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 y. Can we simplify that fraction more? Yes, here's a giant 1 right here, about right here, and right here. Therefore, what's left on the numerator? 5z over 2 times 2 times 2 times y. Are we there so far? Since we cannot simplify anymore, therefore, now we're going to multiply the numerator times the numerator. Check this out. Instead of writing parentheses, notice that there's no addition or subtraction. So I'm just going to put dots in between for multiplication, yes? I'm going to start with all the numbers. 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. Is that correct? So this is 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. We're going to leave them as factors. Remember that. Next, what's my next variable? X times x, y times y, z times z. We're done with the numerator. Let's go to the denominator. I start with the numbers first. 2 times 2 times 2, and then the 5. Next, are there any x's? No. Y's? One of them, and then 2 z's. All right? Now let's identify giant 1. Do you see a lot of giant 1s? Here's 1, another one, another one, another one, and how about the y? What else? The 2 z's. Let's see. What's left on the numerator? X squared y. How about the denominator? No, it would be 1 if it's nothing. But since this becomes that, we're left with x squared y. Yeah. How do we get 1 in the denominator? Let's see. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Okay? Now, who sees that it's a long process? Yeah, right? On some of it, it's going to take us a little bit more, but check this out. To save you 1 step, I'm going to show you a shortcut to save you 1 step. Here it goes. Pay attention, please. To save a step, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Pay attention. Watch. I factor this, factor that, and simplify. Factor this, factor that, and simplify. At this point, we cannot simplify any farther, right? Further, my bad. Therefore, the next step will be to multiply like this. But what did we notice? That all of this is everything that's above here, right? So in order to save this step, all I'm going to do at this point is this. And we're left with x squared y. The reason I didn't show you that earlier because I wanted you to see the entire process. Everybody with me? Right. Show the entire process, but now you know the shortcut. Are we there? Any questions with this? So for the next one, if you see that you already simplified completely, instead of doing the extra step and rewriting everything, just do the shortcut. Yes? Okay, here it goes again. So, check this out. At this point, we simplified here. We already eliminate the y's, and we got this, right? We cannot simplify any further. This one, we simplified. We got this. We can't simplify it any further, right? Therefore, the next step is to multiply all this times this, and we rewrote it here. All this times this, and we rewrote it here. But instead of doing all that, rewriting all of it again, the shortcut is this. We put these two bars together, and it becomes one fraction. And then you start eliminating giant ones. 5 over 5 is 1, so we cancel those. Z and Z, Z and Z. Y, Y. 3 2's, 3 2's, and what's left? X squared Y. That's what we end up here. Okay? Copy this next one, please. Here we go. Copy this one. Example 1C. Multiply, simplify your answer. 6r squared over 5s cubed times, oh, sorry. Here we go. 3r squared over 7s. Copy that, and we're going to do that one together. Let's do this one together. You can do the next one by yourself. Here we go. So, step 1, we need to simplify each fraction. So look at this fraction. Can we factor the numerator? 2 times 3 r over. How about the denominator? 5 s, and s. Are we there so far? But can we simplify this fraction anymore? No. So I move on to the next one. Factor this one. 3r over 7s. Can we simplify this fraction anymore? No. You want to use the shortcut here? Yeah. Okay, so we put these two fractions together and it becomes 1 like so. Can we eliminate any giant ones? No, there's none. Therefore, we're going to multiply all the numbers times the numbers, variables times the variables. So let's see. What is 2 times 3? Times 3? 18. R times R times R times R, that is R to the 4th. Over. Let's see, 35. S to the 4th. And we're done. I know. Okay, here we go. Yes. Copy this next one. Look up. Example 1D. See if you can do this one by yourself. Here we go. We got c minus 4 over 5 times 45 over parentheses negative 4c plus 16 close parentheses. Once again, see if you can do that one by yourself. I'll give you guys 30 seconds. Go. Let me get started. First fraction, can I factor the first? No. C minus 4, I'll leave it in parentheses. How about the 5? No. Second numerator, yes. 3 times 3 times 5. This one, GCF is -4. Is that correct? And I'm left with C minus 4. Now, I can break down the -4 a little bit more, right? But, however, look at this. Can I simplify this fraction anymore? No. So let's use a shortcut. I'm going to connect these two fractions together.
Yes, you can.
Now we have one fraction. You see giant ones?
Yes.
Yes, the 5 and the 5. 5 over 5 is 1. C minus 4 and C minus 4 is 1. What do we have left? 9 over -4. And the last step is to simplify. This is -2 and 1/4, or -2.25. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Copy this one. Not that one. Copy this one. Example 2. Example 2. Copy this. It says, multiply x squared minus 6x plus 9 times 2x over 6x minus 18. You got 20 seconds, and then I'll get started. Simplify your answer. So, check this one out. Now we have a whole number times a fraction. What do we need to do here? We need to write it over 1. Okay, now we need to factor this one. Open two parentheses, over 1. This one looks like we can use a pattern. Is that correct? If you don't see it, I'm going to use a Power Rangers. Here we go. We got 9, -6. This one becomes x and x. So what factors of 9 add up to -6? -3, -3. Okay, can I simplify this fraction anymore? No. I go to the next one. 2x over, GCF here is 6, and I'm left with x minus 3. However, can I factor this 6 anymore? Yes, that becomes what? 2 times 3. So now check this out. I can simplify this fraction here, right? By eliminating the 2's, right? However, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to go straight to my last step. Do you see the giant ones? This one with this one. This one with this one. So our simplified fraction is x times x minus 3 over 3, because 3 times 1 is 3. Copy that, please. Very simple. Let's move on. Here we go. Example 2a. See if you can do this one by yourself. We got multiply m minus 5 over m squared minus 4m minus 12 times, what's this one? 3m plus 6. We have a fraction times a whole number. What do we do here?
Over 1.
Over 1. Continue and do that by yourself. Go. First things first, I need to write this over 1. I'm going to factor this one. It stays the same, m minus 5. Over, open two parentheses for this one. This becomes m and m. Get it? And no. And it's parentheses. Power Rangers, -4, -12. The factors are -6 times 2. So this is m minus 6, m plus 2. We cannot simplify this anymore, so times. GCF here is 3m plus 2 over 1. Can I simplify this anymore? No. I put these two together because I'm multiplying. Giant 1 is right here, m plus 2. What do we have left? 3 times m minus 5 over m minus 6. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Here we go. Copy this one, please. Example 3. 3a squared plus 6a over 12b squared times 3b cubed over 3ab plus 6b. Copy that. Okay, this one. Example 3. Multiply 3a squared plus 6a over 12b squared times 2b cubed over 3ab plus 6b. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Let's simplify the first fraction. Can we factor the numerator? Yes. What is GCF?
3A.
3a. We're left with a plus 2. The denominator, this becomes what? Let's see, 3 times 4, and the 4 becomes 2 times 2, so that is 2 times 2 times 3, b times b. Can I simplify this fraction anymore? No.
Oh, no.
Times. This becomes 2b, b, b over, what's GCF for these two? 3b. And we're left with a plus 2. Therefore, can we simplify this anymore?
No. Yes, yes.
Yes, by eliminating the b's. However, I'm just going to go straight to my next step by multiplying. That means we're going to put these two together. Hold on. You see the giant ones?
Yes.
So let's see. The a plus 2 and a plus 2 is 1. The b plus the b is 1. 3 and I'm going to get this one and the 3. What else? Anything else? 2 and 2. What else? The 2 b's, because we're allergic. There it is. No? Okay. All right, what's left on the numerator? A. Careful. A over 2 times 3 is 6, and we're done. This is A, letter A. A. So it's A over 6. Are we there? Yeah. Okay. Show me with your fingers from 1 to 5 how comfortable you are with these. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go into division. Here we go. Copy this one, please. Example 4C. Copy that. It says, divide. Simplify your answer. We got 4xy squared over y divided by, parentheses, 2x squared plus 6x, close parentheses. So now, notice on this one, this is the first problem that has division. Yes? So let's do this one together since we know most of the process. Just one step that we haven't talked about. Here it goes. Factor this one. 2 times 2, x, y, y, over y. Can we simplify that fraction? Yes, eliminate a giant one with the y's. So what's left? 2 times 2, x times y, and in the denominator we're left with a 1. Okay. Next, this one. Don't we have a fraction divided by a whole number? Therefore, this is over 1. But since this is division, pay attention to this. This is division. We change it to multiplication and write the reciprocal. The reciprocal, which is 1 over whatever we got this. Well, let's do the factoring on that step. What is GCF? 2x, and we're left with x plus 3. Can we simplify this fraction anymore? No, so I'm going to bring it down. 1 over 2x times x plus 3. And we're going to make this into one fraction by multiplying. So this whole thing is 1. You see the giant ones? The 2 and the x, the 2 and the x, and the 1 and the 1. What's left in the numerator? 2y over x plus 3. So what is the only step different from this, from what we did with the multiplication? The reciprocal and changing division to multiplication. Are we there? Very simple. Okay, let's do one more. Last one. Here we go. Copy this one. Copy this one. 3 over x squared divided by x cubed over x minus 5. Copy that. See if you can start going ahead of me, and then I'll go over that As soon as you're done, go. 30 seconds. Numerator stays the same, it's 3. Denominator x times x. I cannot simplify anymore. Next, this one changes to multiplication, and I need to write the reciprocal, right? This one becomes x times x times x on the denominator. This one stays x minus 5 on the numerator, right? Since I cannot simplify anymore, I make it 1. Is there anything to cancel? No. Therefore, check this out. I'm left with 3 times x minus 5 over x to the 5th. Hands if you got something like that. Okay, spear fingers on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so for homework we got page 656, numbers 1 through 33 odd. Yeah, turning your homework on your way out, guys. There's tutoring today. You're turning in odds and evens. If I don't see you in tutoring, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your homework. Bye. Bye.